Hello, everyone, and this is just me popping by and doing a live radio show again. So it's very kind of spontaneous, if you like. And so I'm waiting for a few people to come on here live, and I have got this pretty exciting kind of revelation from Prince Harry, who has kind of expressed that that he actually has some kind of intuitive energies, which in fact he's got a lot in common with my channel. So this is a bit of a phenomena, isn't it? That this is coming out. So let me just pull up here the chats before we kind of get on to this reading. Well, intuitive energy show. This is what this is. It's intuitive energies, okay. And also looking at the headlines and the newspapers and looking in between the lines, okay. So hi everyone, and just waiting for a few people to come on here. I mean, this is so interesting that Prince Harry actually feels that his mother is his guide, and he's got this strong intuitive ability. Wow, that's just, I can't believe that he's a believer, guys. He believes, okay. And I always say, if you believe, you believe. And I feel that Harry believes that he's also got this intuitive gift too, that's been passed on, and guides. He says that he's guides. Anyway, let's have a look here. Thank you for coming and jumping on this show quickly. That's great. Okay, so here we have. Let's have a look at this, and I will look into this and do my own little reading here. And hello everyone, and lovely to see you guys. So I get here, the Daily Express. I really do like the, what they publish. It's very much similar to what I actually pick up before they even publish it. So, okay. And this was published on June the 28th by Darren Hunt. Prince Harry believes Princess Diana guides him, does what his mother wanting him to do. He does what his mother wants him to. Well, I like Harry for that, actually. He's actually accepting that, that people do have some kind of sixth sense and a link to spirit. So let's continue with this. Prince Harry believes Princess Diana guides him, and he has followed in her path because he believes he should do what his mother would want him to do. A royal expert claims. Okay. And Prince Harry and wife Meghan Markle confirmed plans to travel to South Africa in the autumn, where the Duke and Duchess is expected to honour his mother with visits to charities that were close to Princess Diana's heart. Well, that's really sweet, isn't it? Speaking to express.co.uk, Angela Levin, author of Harry Conversations with the Prince, claimed Prince Harry believes his mother guides him. Asked whether Harry takes after Diana, and Miss Levin replied, I think he does. I actually think he does. She added, he has this intuition like his mother had, but also he sets his goals. He told me to do what he feels his mother would want him to do. He feels like at times she knows what he is doing and she guides him. He wants to continue with a lot of her charities, like HIV and other things, because he wants to keep her in his life. Oh, that's really sweet. That's one side. That the other side is these things. The other side is that these things interest him too, because he likes to help people who need it, who are vulnerable, who are in a difficult situation. So would that be classed as like an empath? Is that what Harry's trying to say here? He has this amazing power of connection. It's truly extraordinary to be with him. Wow. Um, wow. Well, that's amazing. If he's intuitive, he'll kind of if he's intuitive, he'll kind of get this channel, and he knows that a lot of this is talking some truth, but that's up to him, you know. Also, that also claimed that the Duke of Sussex was complex and has a wonderful mixture. He's very complex. He has got his amazing side of being intuitive. Also, when there is something that needs to be done, perhaps program for a charity he's involved in, he sees the end goal very clearly, like he's intuitive. Okay. He knows the steps that would be taken. He gets quite bored and a bit irritable when meeting people go around and around in circles. He is very clear thinking. Although he is not academic, he is a very clear thinker. He has a lot of common sense. He is also funny. He has got sparkling eyes and a lovely smile, endearing. I think complex is a wonderful mixture. He's been there before, hasn't he? A few years ago for his mother, and that was in 2010 um, when he went to this Halo, you know, the Halo charity for this for the landmines. He went in 2010. He's already been there. Princess Diana, as we know, was killed in a car crash in Paris in 1997. Gosh, that seems so long ago. Prince Harry is patron to a number of charities that were close to Diana's heart. This week, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex confirmed plans to travel to South Africa in this autumn, reaffirming speculation of their African tour. But Meghan Markle will leave the Duke to fly solo to 3 other African nations. Goodness. Carrying out visits to Malawi and Angola, as well as a short working visit to Botswana during the Sussex's first trip as a family of three. Meghan and Harry announced the news on the Instagram account Sussex Royal, saying the South African leg of the trip was at the request of the government. Well, to be honest with you, what I'm picking up here with the African trip, I do get there is, I feel they're very excited about this, and although it's duty, it's charities, it's a trip, but it's also getting out of the UK. I feel, and this is going to do the Sussexes a world of, really a world of good, because they will, and Harry absolutely adores Africa, and he's just going to immerse himself back into that culture, and he is going to really love that tour there, and get his combat shorts back on, and all of this kind of thing, and really roll up his sleeves like he normally does. I think I feel that Harry does excel at that, and I didn't pick up at all that Harry was intuitive. This is actually, I'm quite liking Harry. I'm quite liking Harry because he says that he's intuitive. I like that. Okay, because he feels this sensitivity of wanting to help others. I really like that about him. That shows that he's in tune with his sensitive side, and he must have a very sensitive side for him to say that that he can pick up on energies of his mother guiding him. So the Duke and Duchess are really looking forward to meeting so many um, on the ground, and continuing to raise awareness of the high impact work local communities are doing across the Commonwealth and beyond. This will be the first official tour as a family. So Prince Harry is expecting to stop by Lesotho for Harry's charity Centre Ball, Malawi, Botswana, and finally Angola, in honour of Princess Diana, who worked closely with the government to help clear landmines in the region. Okay, so there is a spiritual link there with his mother, which is, I think it's that because I'm intuitive, I think that's absolutely a beautiful thing. I really do. Speaking on International Mine Awareness Day in 2017, Harry said his mother's campaign to ban landmines wasn't universally popular. Yeah, there was this thing that it was too political at the time. I actually remember that. He said some believed she was stepping over the line into the arena of political campaigning, but for her it wasn't about politics, it was about people. She knew she had a big spotlight to shine, and she used it to bring attention to the people that others had forgotten, ignored, and were too afraid to support. Prince Harry travelled to Angola in 2013 with the Halo Trust to see landmine clearance work. Well, I think that's really lovely, and I can imagine, Princess Diana looking over Harry. I actually get here that she does look over him. and William, but particularly Harry, because because he was very damaged over that accident, well, so-called accident, in all honesty. So let's have a look at your comments here, and I'm going to look at here. I'm going to look at these cards here. Is Princess Diana? Is this right here? What Harry is saying, that he's intuitive and that he feels that Princess Diana is actually his spirit guide here and guiding him, and he's just doing yeah, I get here, yeah, I get the King of Swords, and there's advisors around him that help him. There are advisors around him that help him. And so is it true that, I think yes, don't you, that Princess Diana guides him with these charities? Of course she does. There will be a spiritual link there, absolutely. But for Harry to say out that, he's intuitive, I feel that's amazing. I do. Okay. Now I get that he encounters his mother Diana in his dreams quite a lot here. And I feel he actually gets these messages. The way that Harry gets his messages is through his dreams. He actually does dream about his mother. Like when I have those premonition dreams that are like a clear as day, like a movie. Okay. I feel that he has these dreams, and so I feel that Harry does have these dreams. But he's recently said a day ago that he's intuitive. Isn't that amazing? The Seven of Pentacles here. Now, this is the fruits of labor. The fruits of labor. Now, I don't know what the fruits of labor is, but his mother used to go to what they used to call psychics back then, didn't they? I mean, I'm a reluctant psychic, but I do admit that I'm very intuitive. And I feel that many people are a little afraid to admit that they feel that they are being guided down a path. And they, like Harry says there, that he feels like he knows every step of the way. And the actual outcome. So I feel that Harry would feel very confident in the knowledge that he has this very strong intuitive gift that he can actually foresee each step of the way. Do you understand? And he feels like he's being pushed along by his mother and protected by his mother. Okay, so yeah, very, very kind of interesting. And there's a troll. Who's the troll? Let's get rid of the troll, guys. Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown, I don't know. I go with my followers and you're being blocked. Okay. Thank you for letting me know, guys. Okay. Yeah, I've blocked. Is it Charlie Brown? I've blocked. They're gone. Okay. Yeah. So thank you for letting me know, guys. I trust you totally. So I don't know why you get trolls. What are we talking about here? We're talking about Harry being intuitive and Princess Diana. Do you find that offensive? I don't. I don't find. I find this a beautiful kind of thing. I find it a beautiful thing. It's not offensive at all. So yeah, I feel this actually following in Diana's footsteps here with these Halo charity is going to really be good for Harry, and you know, and he's going to be very popular because of this. A great idea. A great idea. So yeah, a great idea that Harry is following his mother in his footsteps here. So hi everyone. Yeah, and I do pick up that he actually he does dream about his mother and the guidance, and it's like it's as clear as day. So Yvette, I had a dream about him once recently. He is to he is to Unbury. What's that? Wherever MM told him to bury a sign of the devotion to each other that they may break the spell. Oh wow, that's quite deep, Yvette. Okay. Um it's really weird because I had a dream last night, but I should have remembered it. It was quite I can't remember, but you know those kind of dreams that are quite vivid. Um, yeah, so yeah, I just feel that because he's had these heads together and that's dissolved, doesn't it? With this foundation, now he's kind of following in his footsteps with these charities, and Megan's going along with him. This African, well, he does love Africa. Everybody knows that Harry. I mean, who would not do that? But Harry, you know, I William wouldn't do that because he doesn't have an affinity to Africa like Harry does. You know, it was his escape place, I feel, and it's where he found his solace. It was where he found his solace. So wow, you know what an amazing kind of thing there that he feels that he has an intuitive, very strongly intuitive there, that he feels like his mother actually does. Well, I do feel that he's going to triumph. He's going to triumph where his mother left off with these charities, especially this Halo one. I think he's going to do some big speech. Like my mother, when she talked about this, she was accused that this was a political gain when it was not. Okay. And I feel that Harry is going to succeed in this charity where his mother, you know, was left off, kind of thing. Because I get here triumphant over this. I think that's um, one of the things he wants to get back at he wants to get back at his father and the royal family. That this was not the case, and this was not the case, and he's going to actually do well with that charity. and it's going to again make them very, very popular. I think this could be part of why they're going to, because there is this, these African charities with all these African children and dirty water and all that kind of thing, and the wildlife there. I do feel that William is still involved with that tusks, of elephant tusks and things like that. I think he's involved with that too. I think that was a shared interest between Harry and William, this Tusk charity. So I feel this African trip is going to be like they are walking on air. It's like they can't do anything wrong. Meghan and Harry are going to be walking on air, and this is what's going to really lift them up. I also get as well, I did say that I thought that she was pregnant, but she could announce another pregnancy in the autumn. Okay. I did say it would be around this African trip. Yeah, I do get another child coming quite quickly, and I've said that. Now since they got married. I said there's two children quite close together, and that was like just after they got married. So yeah, I get the strength card. This is where their strength is. This is where their strength is actually following Diana's footsteps here, and doing these very powerful speeches, and protecting. Harry will protect his mother's legacy and put things right. I get correcting things, and being strong and standing up and correcting a wrong that was made a long time ago. Okay. Yeah, I do get the strength. It is a Leo card. You're absolutely right. I do get a lion on that strength card. Okay. And got the Wheel of Fortune. Their Wheel of Fortune is going to start to go round, as it was going backwards for some time. But I feel for Meghan and Harry, this trip I'm getting at such an elevated feel about, because Meghan has not been out in public for so long. They're just gonna get so inundated, and I think if I've got a message to give to Harry, to expect this when they do this trip, that this is going to be like so many photographers, so many cameras flashing, and so many things, here. And I get here, and the self criticism will stop. There's lots of self criticism with Harry. I've mentioned this before. There is a lot of self criticism with Harry, and I feel this will stop. This will stop after this trip. This is going to be a really, really successful trick here. Trick. I get trick. So what is the trick? Okay, the trick is to get out of England. Departure. I get departure card here, and the trick is to get away from England. Basically, I think they're being told to get out of England by Christopher Gates. Get them out of England. Let's just get them to Africa, away from the crown, away from the future monarch, and let them go kind of and do their thing here. That's what I get here. So yeah, to finish this reading, guys, I actually get, yes, Harry does have a sensitive gift. Okay. He does have a sensitive gift and he is intuitive. Can you believe that? Okay. So the cards are saying, yes, he does have a very sensitive gift. And he's going to use that to help others. Okay. So let's have a look here. Yeah, it's Dawn there. Karmic wheel will turn the right way. Absolutely. Yeah, I do get that. It's going to karmic wheel will turn the right way. Yes, Yvonne, time to move forward. That's what I've got here for the Wheel of Fortune, the karmic wheel. This African trip, the karmic wheel, I should call it there, Dawn, will start to move forward. And they're going to do so well with this trip, and especially following the footsteps of his mother. Okay. Um, so let's have a look any more comments here. Debbie DeGuire. I am intuitive and I see certain numbers and get the chills. I get chills too, but I am not psychic. Uh, that's 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 what you know, something. And yeah, so thank you for your comments. What's that? Vonnie Guts is the real deal, though, as we all know her gifts. Well, yeah, I am a reluctant kind of. Don't like to call myself a psychic. Um, I don't like that term. I don't know why, but I guess um, it's a very strong intuitive energy. That's what I call it, intuitive. Well, but thank you anyway. That's great. Thank you for that. Well, I actually get when they get over to Africa that they are going to split two ways. And I did pick this up a long time ago that he will go and do talks on his own, and Megan will go and do talks on her own, different charities, taking the baby with them. So they will take Archie, but they're going to take, I feel that they will take a nanny. Yeah, I think that's great. Art girl, I'm more a healer and a business intuitive. Well, that is amazing. If you can predict what's going to happen in business, I think that's an amazing gift. Yeah. Yvonne has the ability to draw people into. Yvonne has the ability to. Thank you. That is so lovely to draw into a circle of love. Yeah, yeah, that's great because I think so. I think so. Um, I think there's something special here. I do, and I get there's people as well who watch but don't comment. And I there's some very when I did the Tom Jones uh video, and I know a lot of you are not interested in that, but it's quite sad about how many people he's had sex with while he was married and all that kind of thing. And and one person, you know, people watch in the background, and this lady made a comment and she said, I used to work in his PR team and I knew what was going on in the background. He even got his son involved with with that sleeping around, and that kind of thing. Yeah, so yeah, so it's amazing what kind of people watching to this show and don't make a comment and don't subscribe. So if you do that, if you're on the fringes and you listen in because you find it interesting, fascinating, please support my channel, and please either put your like, um, share if you want to admit that you watch my channel. That would be nice, but a lot of you may not want to admit it. And at least like, and also subscribe, because that would be great if you subscribed. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. Debbie DeGuire, I do meditation and prayers. Yvonne is like, can I remember your dream of the Notre Dame? There would be a fire. Yeah, I know. I did, didn't I? I said that for so long about the fire. Yeah, and I also said that there would be, and it just kept coming up over and over again about the fire. I remember that. Another fire, another fire. I think there was a number of fires, weren't they, as well around that time. Um, yeah, so thank you so much. I Yeah, I know. I'm a bit of a shy psychic, I guess. I'm a bit of a although I'm not shy. I'm a bit kind of I think I am. I do channel as well. So um yeah, that's right. There was lots of at the time there was lots of churches that were burned down in France before. It was leading up to lots of fires of smaller churches, and that was leading up to the big fire of the Notre Dame. And I said, every reading that I did, I kept bringing up fire, fire, fire. I remember that clearly. I haven't had, I don't get those strong premonitions very often. But when I do, I actually do tell you about it, because, they are significant. If I haven't had one like that for a while. I did get one a long time ago about an aircraft just falling out of the sky and disappearing, and then not long after that there was that Malaysian aircraft that just disappeared out of the sky, and I remember dreaming about that and then watching it like 2 days after on the television, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that I think I even said to somebody, I had a really vivid dream last night, that actually this aeroplane, this Boeing, just kind of fell from the sky, um, and it disappeared. And yeah, I remember that was a very kind of. I also had premonitions about the McCann, the Madeleine McCann, and I had premonition. Lots of psychics had premonitions about that. I had premonitions about that, but I won't discuss it here because I don't want to get sued. um, and Yeah, so I do actually get things like that, and and family members too. Sometimes I know what they're going through and what they're thinking, and what how they're feeling, and so but I don't, because everybody has to have their own lives and you can't interfere too much. But sometimes I do kind of know how, and my mum's like that as well. My mum would say that I had this dream about you were really upset and all this kind of thing, and My mum's the same. She will have these dreams. And my dad's a little bit of a believer too. He said that my dad said he's had experiences. But people are frightened of psychic, intuitive gifts and energies. What's that? Kiko. Sometimes I get scared because I don't want Yvonne to read my thoughts, lol. I picked you up, Kiko. I'd love to meet you because I think you would be so. I'd love to meet all of you, but I think Kiko, there's something artistic about you. I think you've mentioned that you do. You do paint and things like this, but you're a very kind of quite a passionate person. And you just kind of you if you've got something to say, and it can be quite comical, Kiko, you will just say it outright. And it's like that would people would not dare to say that normally, but I think that's your artistic flair that comes out. So I do pick up on people. I do. As you know, just from your comments. Hi Shanna, how are you? And just from your comments, I do pick up on on um on people. And and Alexandra Blackcat, you've got an amazing kind of sense of humor. And you notice things that are humorous. I've noticed that about your comments. Okay. And look at that comment there. I get dreams but about dead people. Yeah, that's just, anyway, that's not funny, but that kind of thing. I've noticed that some of the things you say are hilarious. Yeah, I pick up you've got an um, amazing sense of humor, Alexandra. Absolutely. Um, yeah, so yeah, and so I do pick up on people's personalities. Hi there, everyone. Hi. I pick up on you sometimes, Yvonne. Really, Shanley? What is it you pick up on me? Oh my goodness. Sometimes my energy, I do wear my heart on my sleeve. And I think people, because I'm sensitive, not sensitive, I'm strong, and I don't get me wrong. I'm strong, and I'm not scared. I take risks and things like that. I'm not that kind of sensitive, but intuitively sensitive empath. So I give it all out there. All my energy goes out there, and you can feel it in these. The energies in my voice. You can feel it going out to you guys. Okay. Really, what is it? What is it that the good stuff? Please tell me, because I can't read my own. I wish I could read my own. I think this is terrible. This climate change, guys, is absolutely horrific. We are having nice sunny days, which is lovely, but parts of the world are actually scorching. And that is something that I am kind of concerned about, is climate change. These wild weather patterns. I also predict that, and I know that I don't know, but I predict that they will kind of there will be some kind of, I don't know how to say it, designs or invention. Yeah, there'll be an invention where something will go up into the atmosphere and actually deflect. I think they're going to have to come up with this design, whether it's in our lifetime or in the next lifetime. I think there's something that they're going to put in the atmosphere that will actually deflect the sun away from, or try to deflect some of the sun away from Earth, because of the it's like a replacement ozone. I don't know anything about things like this, it's too much, but I do get there's like a replacement ozone layer or something, to deflect back out of, and this is going, I don't feel this will be in our lifetime, but next lifetime or one after that, I think we'll all be dead by then, to be honest, but I do predict that there will be some massive kind of project, that this is the only thing they can do to stop this climate change. Yeah. So anyway, interesting stuff, guys. Hi everyone, and lovely to see all of you there. Okay. Kiko, I'm concerned we could lose our home. We are so close to the ocean. Yeah, there's a part of Britain, in England, where it's beneath sea level, and they're saying that this will be underwater. The sea levels are rising, that it will cover this whole village in England. So they've actually said that, the people that own these houses, they can't even sell these houses because, that they've been told that they're on a dangerous kind of floodplain now. And that the ocean is going to rise above these properties. So there is this kind of real, there is this kind of real worry about the sea levels, unless they can cool down the planet, and that's why they predict that they are going to put something in the atmosphere that will deflect the sun away from the planet to cool off the planet, so we don't get this, all of these icebergs melting and all this kind of thing. Okay. Sue Pierce, I walked all around the streets. I cried so much about what happened. I took pictures of my daughters with the police and firefighters at the time. I had to go back to pay my respects at Ground Zero. Oh, I'm so sorry about that, Sue. Oh, bless. What happened there? I missed that. Okay, well, I'm so sorry. That sounds, something that's, all respects there to Ground Zero. Do you know, that must be so poignant to go and see where the Twin Towers used to be there. You're talking about 9/11? Yeah. Oh God, that was something else, wasn't it? I was in the gym. I was in the gym that day. I think I was on the cross trainer, and you've got televisions, and this news came up, news flash, and you could just see this aeroplane crashing into the tower, and we were like, we all kind of stopped on the treadmills, and we just, in the gym, just couldn't kind of believe it, because wasn't it about 9 o'clock in the morning or something like that? I can't remember. Maybe 9 o'clock in New York, in the morning time. Oh, but when was it? It was in the morning, wasn't it? Because I remember it must have been the afternoon when I went to the gym. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, it would have been, would have been that. Yeah, because that's coming up soon, isn't it? September 9/11. Yeah, 9 o'clock. Oh, hang on, 11:30 a.m. No, I thought it was around 9 o'clock time. Yeah, it was 9:25. So we're 5 hours in front of New York. So that would have been right because I never go to the gym early mornings. I never do. So yeah, about 2:30. I'd have been already on the workout for 2 hours then. So you was working at your desk and it was 9:11 a.m. The planes they were all sent home. Was anybody in New York that day? Was anybody working in New York that day? You was working in Montreal office. What was that, Sue? What did Sue go through? Okay, let's have a look. That must be terrible to try to. That must really affect you that day. Susan Marie, I can never forget that day. I was in a courthouse, suddenly in lockdown until we found out what was happening. I cried until all my children arrived home safely. Oh my goodness. That must have been terrible. Wow, thank you for sharing that with us. I'm glad everybody got home safely. I mean, watching it on TV and watching that great big, that the towers crumbling down and the people running away. That was just so, yeah, it was just dawn. Okay. Yvonne, I need to talk to you about 9/11. I will wait until I get a reading from you. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Verna, I was a caretaker for my morning year. What was you in New York, Verna? Okay, Penny Lane. I never knew what happened till my office called me on my cell phone. Oh my gosh, really? Yeah, it was yeah, that was a day to remember, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, guys. Come on. Kitty Kitty, I've got Kitty Kitty here. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh, what's that? Yeah, that must have been that you must remember that like it was yesterday. I mean, who goes through that in a lifetime, you know? I know this cat here is a bit like that, but um, what's that? People were told not to destroy all the dust in their homes, as actually cremated remains could be present. Oh wow, that took weeks to help each other with proper cleanup. We banded together those weeks. Oh my goodness. I never even thought of that. Gosh. Penny Lane, our office then supplied new fire trucks, ambulances, etc. to replace one of our buildings was right there with the towers on the plaza area. Goodness. Wow, yeah, wow. It's God, that's really thrown me, that has. It's like what experiences you guys have had is beyond me. I wouldn't want any of those experiences. Oh, people got killed from flying debris. People jumped to their death. I know. I know. Yeah. Yeah. It's just. It must have been really hard for you guys in New York. And you know, you people from New York, did you ever go and get any kind of counseling, or did you ever go and talk to people about that? Because that must be, and actually going back to where that happened to bring back memories and things. When I hear aeroplanes, I cringe just like my dreams prior to 9/11. Wow. Okay. In America, it was hard for us, especially people in New York City and the surrounding cities. Yeah, yeah, this is just, it's still, you know, that day, it's still unbelievable that day. I think what was most poignant was the aeroplanes hitting the towers, but when the towers started to crumble down, and there were people still in there, weren't they? And I remember that. I remember the aeroplanes, but then watching not long afterwards the towers coming down like a pack of cards, weren't they? Um, yeah, horrible, absolutely horrible. And then the surrounding area as well was destroyed. Yeah, like you said, Wall Street, Robin White, Wall Street and downtown NYC is the hub of commerce. Its impact of the event hit many of the areas of our lives. Absolutely. Uh, and Verna, just mostly remember flights being cancelled across US, and it all got quite sad. And Penny Lane, just a few weeks earlier, going to and from Manchester, was finally able to show my youngest child the towers. Yeah, it is sad, and oh yeah, the people in the aeroplanes too, weren't they? Not just in the towers; it was the aeroplanes too. Anyway, guys, I don't want to. Oh my goodness. Absolutely horrific. I don't want to have any kind of dreams, but yeah, you know what, my heart goes out for you guys in New York and America, um, because that must have been such a terrible thing to happen to America. And I mean, looking at the TV screens in the gym, I remember I joined this posh gym, and the TV on the TV screen, it was like it was just all unfolding, and it was like, oh my god! And we was just go. I remember what I said. I said like when I saw the aeroplane crash into the first one, I said, oh, and the second one, yeah, the second one, I thought, okay, this is World War III starting. And I think that's the thing that I said while I saw the second one go into the second tower. I said, I said that There we go. This is World War Three. That's what I said. And I remember, do you remember President Bush's face when he got that whisper in his ear about what was going on? Yeah, terrible, 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 awful, awful, tragic kind of thing that was. It really was. I don't know why we got onto this. We're talking about the dreams, weren't we? And we were talking about, I had that dream about a Malaysian aircraft that just disappeared out of the sky. I had that dream about the fires there, didn't I? In France, I said Paris, didn't I? And trying to work it out where these fires were. And yeah, so yeah, premonitions and dreams and intuitive energies and all of this. So I want to say, guys, thank you for being here this evening. If you want to continue chatting, you can chat in the, if it's a subject you want to continue to chat about afterwards, you can chat in the comments section there at the bottom. So thank you so much for joining me here on the live show. Just popping by really to have a chat, and this was about this topic was about Prince Harry is saying that he's an intuitive person, very intuitive person, and his mother actually guides him. That's what he says. So, that's something that we believe in. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, and I like to catch up with you guys too. And I didn't want it to get into something sad, so we go off to bed dreaming about these things. Yeah, my love goes out to all those families from all those tragic uh, events that happened, and let's hope for better times, and let's look at the fact that this ISIS is slowly being eradicated now, and they have done something about it to prevent this. Okay, so for our world to be safer, so let's pray for that. Okay, let's pray for a safer world, and that kind of thing never happens again. Okay, so sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and you take care. Thank you so much for your lovely kind words, and I will see you soon, guys. So sleep well, have a great afternoon, and be blessed today, and have some lovely energies around you and protection around you, guys. That's very important. I'm having trouble switching this off. It seems to have frozen on me. So, yeah, technical difficulties. So I'm going to say thank you. If I can switch it off, that would be good. That would be good, guys. If I could switch this off, but I can't. um, oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna. Yeah. Okay. 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 How do I switch this off? It just doesn't want to switch off. So, good night, everyone. I found it now. Okay. Good night, everyone. Have a great day. And bye for now. Bye bye.